Your Mustang doesn't feel as sharp as it did the day you drove it off the lot. The throttle response is a little slow, the shifts feel lazy, the idle hunts at stoplights. You take it to the dealer and they quote you $200 for diagnostics before they've touched a single thing. What most Mustang owners never find out is that a lot of those complaints aren't mechanical failures, they're confused computers, and Ford built the reset procedures right into the car. I'm RJ, 20 years on Fords. These are 13 free Mustang reset tricks that fix the problems dealers charge you to diagnose. Procedures vary slightly between the S197, S550, and the newest S650 Mustangs, and I'll note where that matters. Stay until number 1. That one is worth more than everything else on this list combined. Trick number 13, TPMS reset. Your tire pressure light is on. You've checked all 4 tires and every one of them is correct. The light won't go off. Dealers will tell you the sensors need reprogramming. The procedure varies slightly by model year, and I'll say that up front so nobody has to ask in the comments. If your Mustang is simply low on pressure, many cars reset automatically after driving. If you've installed new sensors or changed wheels, you need the relearn procedure. On many S550 Mustangs, that means ignition on without starting, hazard button 6 times. The horn honks, and the display prompts you to train each tire in sequence. On some years or S650 models, it's done through the vehicle settings menu instead. Check your owner's manual if your menus look different. Either way, the entire process takes less than 2 minutes. If your Mustang is equipped with a spare, check that too. A low spare will keep the light on even after you reset the other 4. That's the number 1 reason a TPMS reset doesn't work the first time. No appointment needed, no charge. Dealer quote $50 to $80. Your cost? 0. Trick number 12, oil life reset. You changed your own oil or had it done at an independent shop. The oil change reminder is still on the dash. Some owners drive back to the dealer just to have that message cleared. Some dealers charge a separate fee for it. Using the steering wheel controls, press OK until you reach settings. Navigate right to vehicle, then right again to oil life reset. Press and hold OK until the display confirms 100%. On older models with a traditional key, turn to the on position without starting, press both the gas and the brake simultaneously, and hold until the display says resetting. The whole thing takes 30 seconds. The dealer charges $20 to $50 for this exact procedure. Your cost is nothing. Dealer quote $20 to $50, your cost 0. Trick number 11, power window relearn. Your Mustang's one-touch window stopped working. You have to hold the button the whole time the window moves. I had a customer pay $400 for a new window regulator because a shop told him the motor was failing. 3 days later, he called me and I walked him through this procedure in the parking lot. 3 minutes. His original motor was fine the whole time. Turn the ignition on, roll the window all the way down. Keep holding the switch down for 5 extra seconds after the window bottoms out. Then, pull it all the way up and keep holding for 5 extra seconds after it reaches the top. Release. The module relearns the full travel range and the one-touch function comes back. Repeat for any window that lost it. Every Mustang with one-touch windows, every time after a battery disconnect. Dealer quote, $150 to $400. Your cost? 0. Trick number 10, sync master reset. The screen is frozen or running slow, Bluetooth drops calls mid-sentence, CarPlay won't stay connected, the backup camera takes 5 seconds to appear. Go into settings, then general, then master reset. The system will warn you twice because it's wiping all paired phones, saved addresses, and preferences back to factory. Confirm it, let it complete, 5 to 10 minutes. Repair your phone fresh afterwards. For problems that survive the menu reset, combine this with trick number 8 immediately after. That forces every connected module to reinitialize together and clears anything the menu reset couldn't reach. A customer of mine fought Bluetooth pairing issues on a 2021 Mustang for 4 months. 2 dealer visits, 2 software updates. Same problem every time. Master reset followed by battery disconnect. Gone the same day. 0 cost versus $300 in dealer visits. Dealer quote, $150 to $200. Your cost, $0. Trick number 9, steering angle sensor reset. The stability control light is on. Traction control isn't engaging right. The steering feels slightly off-center, even after an alignment. The sensor didn't break, it lost its reference point. It happens after alignments, after hitting a bad pothole, after any battery disconnect. Park on level ground. That part matters because the sensor uses the vehicle's level as part of its calibration. Engine running, turn the steering wheel all the way to the left until it stops. Hold for 3 seconds. Turn all the way to the right until it stops. Hold 3 seconds. Center the wheel, engine off. Wait 30 seconds. Restart. On most Mustangs, those lights go out immediately. If they return after a short drive, the sensor needs a tool reset, which is a 10-minute job at any shop. But always try the free version first. And do this in the parking lot every time you get an alignment. Most shops charge separately for it. Now you know you don't need them to. Dealer quote, $200 to $350. Your cost, $0. Trick number 8, throttle body clean and idle relearn. The idle bounces between 800 and 1200 RPM at stoplights. The throttle feels slow and vague in traffic. The car hesitates on light acceleration. Look inside the throttle body bore and I'll show you exactly what's causing it. Carbon buildup on the throttle plate that's been accumulating for years, restricting airflow and throwing off everything the PCM learned about idle control. Remove the intake hose. Hold the throttle plate open gently and wipe the bore and the edges of the plate with throttle body cleaner in a lint-free cloth. Don't spray cleaner directly onto sensors. Don't use anything abrasive. A few wipes and you'll see what's been sitting in there. Reassemble. Then do the idle relearn. Engine at full operating temperature, parking brake on, idle for 5 full minutes in neutral with nothing drawing load. No AC, no blower, nothing. Then, switch the AC on and idle another minute. The PCM recalibrates its idle air control from scratch. Most owners feel the difference the moment they pull out of the driveway. I've done this on Mustangs that were running rough for months. $10 and 20 minutes. Dealer quote, $200 to $280. Your cost? $10 for throttle body cleaner. Before you hand over another diagnostic fee, make sure you know what your Mustang actually needs. The Ford Longevity Blueprint covers the maintenance intervals, fluid specs, and reset schedules that keep these cars running right. Links in the description. Trick number 7, battery monitoring system reset after a new battery. You installed a new battery. The car starts fine, but the battery seems to drain faster than expected, or you're getting battery warnings, or the charging voltage seems off. One owner I know replaced a brand new battery twice in 1 year before anyone told him about this reset. The battery monitoring system tracks the battery's age and condition profile and uses that data to control how the alternator charges it. When you install a new battery without resetting the BMS, the system charges it using the old battery's degraded profile. That overcharges the new battery over time and shortens its life significantly. The reset registers the new battery so the charging system knows what it's actually dealing with. Some model years can be reset through a manual procedure without tools. A scanner confirms it instantly and removes any doubt. The $25 OBD2 scanner from trick number 2 handles this in under a minute. Do this every single time you install a new battery. It's the difference between a battery that lasts 5 years and one that's dead in 18 months. Dealer quote, $75 to $125. Your cost, $0. Trick number 6, battery disconnect and KAM reset. Your Mustang is idling rough. The transmission is shifting weird. The throttle hangs up on acceleration. There's a check engine light with no obvious cause. Before you do anything else, try this. Disconnect the negative battery cable with a 10mm wrench. Never touch the positive first. Leave it disconnected for about 30 minutes. While it's off, press the brake pedal a few times. This drains residual power from the system capacitors and accelerates the full memory clear. The PCM's Keep Alive memory holds for about 30 minutes after battery disconnect. After that, it loses everything. Transmission shift tables, throttle adaptations, idle corrections, all of it goes back to factory baseline. Reconnect the cable. Start the engine without turning anything on. No AC, no blower, no radio. Drive 20 to 30 miles with varied conditions. City stops, highway pulls, idle time. Every module relearns from a clean baseline. I used this on a 2017 Mustang GT where the owner had replaced plugs twice chasing a rough idle. Battery disconnect, relearn drive, problem never came back. The ECM had been adapting around a ghost fault for months. $0 fixed what 2 sets of plugs couldn't. Dealer quote, $150 diagnostic fee. Your cost? 0. Trick number 5. HVAC blend door actuator recalibration. The heat comes out of one vent and cold air out of another. The climate control settings don't match what's actually coming through the vents, or you get clicking from behind the dash when you change modes. Before you approve an expensive HVAC diagnosis, try recalibrating the blend door actuators first. The blend door actuators are small electric motors that control airflow direction and temperature mixing inside the climate system. After a battery disconnect or a voltage drop, they can lose their calibration and get stuck in the wrong position. Ford changed the fuse layout slightly across model years, so check your owner's manual for the HVAC or climate control fuse, typically in the passenger compartment fuse panel. Remove it and wait 60 seconds with the ignition off. Reinstall the fuse. Turn the ignition to on without starting the engine. The actuators will run through a self-calibration cycle. You'll hear them moving. It takes about 30 seconds. Then, cycle through each vent mode on the climate control, one at a time, letting the system settle between positions. In most cases, this restores proper airflow and eliminates the clicking. If the problem returns after driving, there may be a hardware issue worth investigating. But the free calibration takes 2 minutes and eliminates the most common cause before you spend anything. Dealer HVAC diagnosis typically starts at $150. This costs nothing. Trick number 4, transmission adaptive relearn. The shifts feel harsh on the 1-2. The transmission hesitates between gears. It feels lazy off the line or clunky at low speed. Before anyone tells you the transmission needs work, try this. This procedure helps many Mustangs begin relearning smoother shift behavior after maintenance. Depending on model year, results may vary, but it costs nothing and takes 15 minutes, so it's always worth doing first. Come to a complete stop. Shift to park. With your foot on the brake, cycle slowly through every gear. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, and back to park. Hold each position for 3 full seconds. After the cycle, idle for 1 minute with the AC off, then 1 more minute with the AC on. Then do 3 light accelerations from a stop, 3 medium, and 3 firm. Shift between neutral, reverse, neutral, and drive 3 times with the brake held. Shut the engine off and wait 60 seconds. Restart and drive gently for 15 to 20 minutes. I fixed a 2019 Mustang this way after the owner changed the transmission fluid and the shifts felt worse instead of better. The TCM had been building shift maps around contaminated fluid. Partial reset, gentle relearn drive, shifts smoothed out. If shifts are still harsh after this procedure, trick number 1 is the full solution. Dealer adaptive reset quote, $200 to $400. Your cost? 0. Trick number 3, OBD2 scanner for code read, clear, and relearn. Your check engine light is on. You want to know what the code actually says before deciding whether to take it somewhere, or you've already fixed the problem and the light is still on. Here's the part that should make you angry. Dealers charge $150 to plug a scanner into your car, read the code, and tell you what it says. You can buy the same capability for $25 and keep it forever. A basic OBD2 scanner with live data costs $20 to $30. Plug it into the port under the dash on the driver's side, the black trapezoid connector near the steering column. Read all the codes first and write them down or photograph the screen before you clear anything. That's important. Clearing codes without knowing what they said doesn't help you. After you've read them, select Clear Codes. Then, do a relearn drive cycle, 20 to 30 miles with varied conditions. At least 5 full stops from 50 miles per hour, some highway time, and 10 minutes of idle. The ECU runs self-tests on each system. If the light stays off after the drive, the repair held. If it comes back, the code is still active and you have a real problem worth investigating. I use a $30 scanner on every car before I touch anything else. Owners who bring their car in without having read their own codes have already paid a diagnostic fee for information they could have had for free. Dealer diagnostic fee? $100 to $150. Your cost? $25 to $30 one time, and you own it forever. Trick number 2, what that same scanner can do beyond reading codes. Most owners buy a $25 OBD2 scanner, use it once to clear a check engine light, and put it in a drawer. That's leaving most of its value on the table. The same scanner handles several service resets that dealers charge separately for. After an oil change on models without a steering wheel menu reset, many scanners can reset the oil life monitor directly through the OBD2 port in under 30 seconds. After a battery swap, a scanner with BMS support registers the new battery to the charging system and confirms the module accepted the new profile, which is the procedure I covered in trick number 7. On models where the manual BMS procedure is unreliable, the scanner eliminates any doubt. Some scanners also support TPMS service functions, throttle position sensor reads during idle relearn, and transmission fluid temperature monitoring during a relearn drive. None of this requires an expensive scan tool. A $25 to $40 scanner with service reset support handles all of it. Innova, Blue Driver, and Foxwell all make units in that range that work well on Ford. Buy one once, and it pays for itself the first time you avoid a service counter. Dealer service reset fees, $20 to $100 each. Your cost? The scanner you already own from trick number 3. And trick number 1, the one that does what everything else on this list can't reach. FordScan offers a free version with an inexpensive extended license available for additional service functions. You'll need a $25 OBD2 adapter. Together, they do almost everything the dealer's factory scan tool does. Here's what I mean by that. After you clean the throttle body, FordScan forces the idle air control relearn properly. Not just an idle procedure, a PCM commanded reset, where the computer itself recalibrates from a known clean position. After fixing whatever caused the rough running, FordScan wipes the transmission adaptive tables completely. Not the partial reset from trick number 4, the full wipe. Every stored shift map back to 0. So the transmission relearns from scratch on a car that's now actually running correctly. After installing a new battery, FordScan resets the battery monitoring system with a confirmation that the module accepted the new profile. And FordScan shows you PCM and TCM software updates available for your specific VIN. Updates Ford applied during warranty service that most Mustangs never received after going out of warranty. One more thing, when FordScan is used for resets and relearns, it doesn't modify factory calibrations. It accesses functions that already exist inside your car's modules, the same functions a dealer technician uses with their scan tool. You're not changing anything Ford didn't build in. You're just using the key they never handed you. Plug the adapter into the OBD2 port, connect it to your laptop, open FordScan, enter your VIN. The interface shows you every module in the car and what resets are available for each one. The adapter costs $25. Basic FordScan use is free. Some service functions may require an inexpensive extended license. Dealer Adaptive Relearn and Module Reset Package, $300 to $500. Your cost, $25. Once. 13 tricks. Most of them cost nothing. The cars that end up getting expensive repairs aren't usually broken. They're running on outdated adaptive tables, bad learned data, and calibrations the dealer reset under warranty and never touched again. Try at least 3. Drop a comment telling me what changed. If this video helped you keep a little more money in your pocket and you'd like to support the channel, hit the join button below. I'll see you in the next one.